What is up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Models. How is everyone doing out there? I hope all you guys are safe and sound in your homes, with your loved ones, with your family, maybe with your friends, of course, and trying to get through this this whatever it is that I don't like to talk about day by day. You know, it's very hard for everyone, I can imagine, especially me. Didn't think that this would be happening now. I was under the distinct impression that 2020 was going to be an interesting year, a great year, an eventful year. I didn't realize it was going to be that eventful. You know. I know probably a lot of people have talked about it on their channel all the time, and I guess this is my 10 seconds of me talking about it, or maybe more than 10 seconds. It's just that you didn't think that you didn't predict something like this. No one can predict something like this. No one can be prepared for something like this. To live your life in home. And yes, if you have a family, that's great. If you don't have a family, that's even tougher, of course. And yet, even though now we live in an age where we can communicate with one another through vast medias, I can imagine myself if something like this would have happened, let's say 20 years ago, where we didn't have the technology that we have today, internet, phones. Those things were almost either completely non-existent, but not readily available for everyone to use at the time. We'll probably be still working with dial-up and trying to, connect to someone just to send a simple email saying, "Hi, how you doing? Are you okay?" Video conferencing was probably in its infancy back then. Now, it is the norm. We can communicate ourselves on our computers, on our tablets, on our phones. And yet, even though we're relying on these type of technologies to stay together, that interaction between friends and families and all that stuff is the one thing that we're gonna miss for a certain period of time. And I know many of you are saying it's gonna be a few months. Don't worry. Well, I hope so. That's what I'm hoping for. That I hope it does last for a few months, and that's it. We're done. We're absolutely done. This is where I'm going to stop talking about this now, because to tell you the truth, I'll be here for hours on end just yapping my ass off. But okay, there it is. We'll put that guy away. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something with I'm going to do a video where I want to show off an idea for the masks, and I'll talk about that in another video this week. So keep an eye on that one when it comes along. It is now, what is it? It is now May 16th, 2020. It's a beautiful day here. Very nice, very cozy, and I'm now thinking of what I'm going to build next. I don't know what I'm going to build next, because to tell you the truth, even though there's some kits that I would like to get my hands on, I kind of forgot that I have somewhat of a massive backlog. Massive. A lot. And I want to start working on some kits. To tell you the truth, this year I've only built one Gundam kit, which is basically finishing up the Penelope, and I finished up a lot of other non-Gundam kits. Obviously the Mazinger is one of them. I already have another kit that I finished that I'll be releasing a video this week so you guys can see. And now I'm looking into the possibility of what other kits I want to make, but this time I want to start focusing on Gundam kits. And I have basically I have a little bit of a collection here that I want to show off for you guys, and I want you to tell me what you think I should build. Well, hold on, let me rephrase that. The next few months, I'm going to, till MosquitoCon kicks in August, I want to start working on some kits, but I also want to start working on some kits for the MosquitoCon show, for whatever contest that comes up within the next month, week or so. And obviously, Bluefin has started up this Bandai Open, which I haven't had the opportunity to read yet. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm going to pull that up here on the phone. Bandai Open. I think it's build. Search. It's under Bluefin. Maybe I gotta do Bluefin first. This was talked about in last week's and this week's mechanism. Let me go to Bluefin's site, maybe because I know it was there. And I wasn't on last night. Well, Tim probably had a full house and he didn't ask me, so it's okay. No big deal. Hopefully next time I'll join. And next time I'll join and show off what I plan to, what I'm building or what I have. Oh, there it is. Back up. And here we go. Alright. So, introducing the Bandai Open, a new online model kit contest from Bluefin Brands. The contest allows you to make a new model kit entry using parts from any of the model kits from Bandai Hobbies. Basically, all Gundam kits, and maybe Bandai kits. The contest will run from May 1st, which was, of course, 16 days ago, to September 1st. So we got a lot of time. Winners will be announced on a live stream from Bluefin Brands, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, blah, 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 on September 2nd. There will be 3 categories: beginner, intermediate, and expert. Each category will have one winner who will receive a trophy, cool, and a model kit prize from Bluefin. This is cool that they're doing this right now, considering the fact that and Bandai is not going to do GBWC for this year, so this gives you enough time to, this gives you 3 months should give you enough time to build something cool and neat for this. And of course you have a lot of time for 2021. There's an entry form here to fill out. Select the category. Let's look at the category. Beginner, contestants who have been building for less than a year and have never painted a model kit before. So any, this is going to be good for kids if you have some kids who wants to start building a kit and say, hey, let me try something. Intermediate, contestants who have been building for more than a year and have painted model kits. Experts, contestants who have been building for more than 2 years and have been painted and customized model kits. I think I fall under that category. I don't consider myself an expert. I'm like in between intermediate and expert. More intermediate than expert. Entry will be entry can be changed to different categories at the discretion of the judges if they believe the entry has been entered in an incorrect category. Alright, fine. Then description, photographs, and all that fun stuff. Let's go to the official rules. Oh, it's a PDF file, I believe. Let's open it up. Nope, alright, here we go. Okay, so basically it's a rundown of what we just talked about: prizes, eligibility, rules. The model must be created with plastic model original kits from Bandai. Limited 1 per person, entry per person. The model must be made by the entry, which is me, of course. Contestants who join the Bandai Open contest acknowledge the rules and regulations of the contest. A part which is made by 3D printer or third-party resins will not be judged. Okay, prohibited. The model must be created with plastic origin from Bandai. Yes. The use of copied or counterfeit products are prohibited. So no the ban or nonsense like that. Contestants' works, description, and other details which are against any rules or regulations from this contest will be forfeited from the contest without any prior notice. Okay, so Bandai has the right to disqualify the entry or delete images of the website among may be considered as okay. Use of copy and counterfeit products are prohibited. We prohibit the entry of works which encroach or may encroach upon any third party purchase rights. So if you're going to do an Iron Man type Gundam, don't do it. Works in category morale. In the event the claim. Okay, so yeah, you can entry responsible for damages. Use of submitted work by Bandai and now this is something that I've been looking at, and I guess I'm not seeing this here. Maybe I gotta read it better. But it doesn't say anything about. Okay, here we go. Choose a category if you have been building and customized for years. If that's expert, that's the one thing that I'm kind of like a bit curious about for that. Entries will be awarded up to a 30-point base of painting, techniques, and concept. So that gives me a lot of thought of what I plan to do with my kit, with the idea of building. And I have here the kits that I want to work with. Kits. Plural. Because what I wanted to do was a diorama scene. And I don't know if I can do a diorama under the expert category. I'm going to have to see if there's some place I can actually send an email to these guys and ask them that if that's a possibility. I'll even ask the guys from Mechanism, people that I know, and see if they can help me out. So the kits that I'm planning to use are as follows. The 1/100 scale RE100 Reborn's gun cannon detector. The RGM 79C GM Type C Master Grade. The old kit. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was going to be that close. And then, of course, the last one would be the 1/100 scale Nemo Master Grade. So I wanted to make a kind of like a 3 mobile suit team consisting of these 3 mobile suits. Now, some of you may be think, okay, I think I know where you're going with this. If you're thinking I'm doing a scene from Torrington Base, from episode 4 of Unicorn Gundam, you may be right. You may be right. But of course, I got to build up these 3 mobile suits individually, paint them differently in detail, and see if I can do some sort of similar scene like that. Or another idea would be to make like a little base type thing, like a terrain type setup where they're doing a patrol and they're walking through some sort of pass, something like that. I want to build a diorama build, and I want to use these 3 mobile suits in that build. But now I got to figure out, based on their size, based on their their placement, how far can I go with this, and if this is something that I can use for next year. Now I'll be doing these individually, and if I have to do an individual build, that'll be cool. I can do that. Now the reason why I chose these 2 guys, or actually these 3, I'm going to go with him first. This one comes with that artillery cannon that goes with the Nemo. Unfortunately, I have the Nemo right here. I want to paint it the color scheme that was in Unicorn. So that's an idea. That's one idea. I want to customize, of course, the Gundam detector. Try to see how I can detail it up a bit. Same thing with the Nemo. The Nemo, I actually want to replace its beam gun with another gun as a secondary. This guy, I want to do a complete redone again. To better explain that, last year I built this guy, my colony type, GM colony type, and I did a great job with the gun, where a lot of people really enjoyed it. Here, if you guys want to see that, I turned it into a FAMAS type weapon. That was really nice. I want to do the same thing with this one, but I'm going to change it up a bit more and make it a little bit more different than this one. So that's an idea that I want to try. I'll be using photo etch parts, but this time I will be using it sparingly and not too condensed and crazy that I did with the Penelope, which drove me nuts. I'll probably end up keeping that color scheme, but I think I like to do a desert color scheme, kind of like I did with the Jesta, my high grade Jesta, when I did the desert Jesta a long time ago. Now, those are the ideas. Another thing is, if this, I'm going to do these kits, but I'm going to be doing another kit that will involve these plastic parts. Now, this is the blade that was on the Manzinger, the blade that goes on the arms. This is perfect for a melee type weapon. I have 4 of these. I want to use this on another kit, which I'm not going to talk about right now, because if I do, many people will assume I'll start on it now. I'm going to give it some time until I flush it out first. But considering since this is a Bandai part, this can be allowed. Clearly, I have a lot of Kotobukiya, I have a lot of Wave parts, but those will be not for this. This will be for other things, of course. But these are the kits I have, and these I'm going to be working on for the next 3 months. Okay, so now that I've showed you what I plan to do, obviously before I get to that point, I'm going to show you all the kits that I have that I want you guys to tell me which I should build. This is going to be a long conga line of kits, so here we go. GNB based Gundam, 144 scale high grade. RX-78AN01 Gundam AN01 Tristan. Charidum Gundam Saga Type GBF. RX-78 GPO3S Gundam Statman. Statman or Statement? I'll call him Statement. Gundam Astray Type F. GN Archer High Grade. RGM-98DE Jagan Ecos Type. RGM-79 GS GM Command Space Type. YMS-15 Gaian. FD-03 Gustav Karl Unicorn version. AMS-123X-X Moon Gundam. MS-06FZ Zaku 2 FC. JDG 009X Death Army. MSZ 006A1 Zeta Plus Unicorn version. Gundam Shining Break Arc Mobile Suit. RX-9C Narrative Gundam C-Pack. MS-08TXS Ifrit Schneid. Eldora Brute. Gundam Cellstrom. Give me a second here for me to reset myself. There we go. GNB Guard Frame. RGM 86R GM 3. Gundam Zerashel. Hopefully I said that right. Sorry about that. I butchered it. MS-06CK Zaku Half Cannon. RX-178 Gundam Mark II AEUG. RX-79 GS Gundam Ground Type S. AMX-102 ZAS Unicorn version. RX-77-2 Gun Cannon. RX-160 Bryland. Grimoire Red Beret, Rommel's mobile suit. Star Burning Gundam. Mobile Doll Sarah. RTX 65 Gun Tank Early Type. AMS 119 Gira Doga. AMS 129 Gira Zulu. Striker GNX. Zeta Z2. WMS 03 Mackinac. And finally, RX-78-2 Gundam. 39 kits here. Actually, I have more, but I thought this would be enough. Tell me what you think I should build starting next week. I'll be building a few kits just to fill in the gap. But what will be the next kit you guys think I should make for custom? You know, just comment down below. Make a list, of course. I'm going to post a photograph of all the kits I have, and I'll post it on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And you guys tell me what kit I should make starting next weekend. Alright? I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. Please be safe. And what can I say but stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all have a great